didn't mean to let you down. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I don't need to fix myself. 'Cause I'm not broken. I feel you in the air I breathe. I know you're waiting for me. I don't need to fix myself. 'Cause I'm not broken. You know I never really had the chance to give you what you need. We chose a different path. Now I need you to believe. Tired of all these good intentions. I know what she's waiting for. Tired of all these good intentions. I know what she's in for. I didn't mean to let you down. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I don't need to fix myself. 'Cause I'm not broken. I feel you in the air I breathe. I know you're waiting for me. I don't need to fix myself. 'Cause I'm not broken. I didn't mean to let you down. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I don't need to fix myself. 'Cause I'm not broken. I feel you in the air I breathe. I know you're waiting for me. I don't need to fix myself. 'Cause I'm not broken. I don't need to fix myself. I'm not broken. I'm not broken. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I'm broken. I'm not broken. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Maybe I'll try to make it. Maybe I'll celebrate it. Why does the room keep spinning? Why does the floor keep winning? Toxic and sick from all my old ways, dragging me down. My enemies within are laughing always. They drown me with my sand. I'm suffocating. Think that I've got a grip now. Why do you undermine me?
Trying melatonin and different sleep aids, and nothing has worked for me. Nothing.
This stuff works.
And it's called cutscene.
This stuff just feels like I naturally am falling asleep.
And it's made for us gamers.
Trust me, from a streamer and gamer like myself, I know how hard it is.
Cutscene helps the gears stop turning.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm drinking lemonade.
This actually also helps you put yourself into a routine.
This stuff has been such a game changer for me.
And then you just have a great night's sleep. And when I woke up the next day at 7 or whatever time it was, I just felt like I slept through the night.
This is not BS. This is legit clean stuff.
It's sugar-free, it's gluten-free, it's natural, it's vegan.
Love drinking it on my last game of the night.
Enough! Enough! It works! It works! It's good!
Alrighty, what is going on, everyone, and welcome to playoff race number 2 here for the Truck Series. Tonight we are live here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Before we get qualifying underway, let's go ahead and pull up the standings real quick, as there is your current standings right now. William Bowser said he wasn't going to be here, but I did see him out there practicing, so pretty sure he can be out there racing tonight. Johnny Brugg, I don't think is going to be here. I know he's getting prepared to go for the Road to Pro Series starting in a couple weeks. So it's going to move a lot of people up a spot. But it's a pretty tight battle. I mean, he has a 2-point lead over Brugg. 5? I can't do math. 7 points over Ball. Ibarra is 10 points behind. And Justin May is 13. And you see the rest of the names on the list. Surprising name on here. 2 surprising names, actually. Fifth with Joe Robert being 13 points behind and Nathan Penley being 14. Penley had a really dominating race last week, and unfortunately, I think that pit stop strategy ended up biting him. At the end of that race, he ended up getting a speeding penalty and lost a lot of points because of that. So look for Nathan Penley to make up a lot of points here tonight. And I mean, it's short track racing; anything can happen. So. But you got the R qualifying. Let's go ahead and go look over our current qualifying standings. See, Joe Robert currently has that pole position. Dewsbury, who was not racing here last week, he's going to start off currently in that 5th spot. Haven't seen Bowser. I see Bowser's out on track right now. Just slower than Joe. Ever so slightly. Oh, Brugg is here. Okay. I thought Johnny was going to do the Road to Pro stuff. So, Brugg is here tonight. Currently 9th. Once again, if you guys did not watch last week, you see the different color of numbers. If their numbers are in that orange, that means they are a playoff driver looking to get a championship. And if they are white, that means, obviously, they're not in the playoffs. I might do something a little funny for admins next week. Maybe make their numbers pink next week or something like that. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Currently, Joe with that fast time. I don't know if anyone's will be able to beat him. Although Penley's actually out there qualifying. I think Penley might have a shot at getting Joe. Pretty sure this is Penley's out lap right here. Penley coming across 10th, quickest first time by. This time by 3rd. Man, that is gonna be a tight battle for first. Holy cow! Top 8, top 9, all within a 1/10 of a second. And don't ever count Brugg out either. Brugg has some really good long run speed. Here comes May. He's coming into the picture. Getting up to the P8. I think that was the fastest he's going to be able to get. As I'm going to go to blimp static. I'm pretty sure the lights have already came on. They have. So this was scheduled for a late afternoon race, but I think with how long practice was, I think it transitioned into nighttime already. So these guys will be racing under the lights here at Bristol. Same way we're going to be racing the ARCA Series Thursday night. It's going to be, under daylights. We got 150 laps, 120 laps of racing here tonight. Whoa, whoa. Alright, I've still got some little bit of time of qualifying left. Those of you watching right now, we'll pull up point standings one more time while I ask this question. Who do you think is going to win the championship? Looking at the point standings here. I know we still got 3 races left. We got here, Homestead, and Charlotte left. Anything can happen on a short track, especially something like Bristol. Very high speed, high banks. The lap car can get loose in front of you as a leader and take you out, and there goes your race. So anything can happen at Bristol. And here's the next question. Can Joe or Nathan dig himself out of the 13 and 14 point hole they're in right now with these 3 races left? With Bozert running so well, really all season long, leading the league in wins right now. I think he's at 4 after last week. And when he gets up front, he's hard to beat. So Bozert already starting P2. It's going to be hard to get around him. Let's go ahead and hide that. Let's go ahead and pull up our official starting grid here tonight. I don't know why the heck it does that. Stop it. Alright, so in that pole position is Joe Robert, getting that nice little bonus point there for getting that pole position. Outside of him in row 1 will be William Bozert. Going to row 2, Nathan Penley looking to rebound from the disappointing week last week after pit strategy kind of ruined his race. William Moore will be outside of him. Evan Ludy, Spencer Dewsbury, row 3. Row 4, Sam Gordon and Justin May. Row 5, Michael Ball and Antoine Boisier? Antoine, if I'm butchering your name, I'm sorry. Row 6, Joe Ibarra, Johnny Brugg. Row 7, Brady Price and Sean Pointer. Row 8, Joseph Nalback, Matt Webb. Row 9, you'll have William Cameron and Derek Cannon. Row 10, Chris Melton and Scott Stewart. Row 11, you got Bucher and Simone. Row 12, Kevin Stain and Matt Forns. Justin Miller and Brandon Hilton are row 13 to round out the field. In that 27th spot in row 14 is Robert Lapierre. Alrighty. Well, let's get the heck out of this camera. Oh, there's no Joe rocking a new paint scheme. Looks pretty cool. I like it, Joe. So because it is a short track, pace car is going to do 2 laps instead of 1. Also, another thing to remember about Bristol, it is not a true oval. 1 and 2 is different than 3 and 4. Not by a lot, but if you treat those 2 corners the same, you're going to really wear out that right front tire. The entry to 1 is, you got to approach it differently. Entry to 3. Now, if pace car is going to pull off, we're going to go to Barney, the starter cam. He's gonna wave that magnificent green flag, and we're out racing. 120 laps of Bristol night racing. Should be interesting to see early on what line's gonna prevail here for these trucks. If I'm not mistaken, the trucks prefer a more high line race here. And I think it does. You see Joe might have got a little bit tight, and that's allowed Bothart to get the lead here. And I believe Bothart led that first lap as well. So unfortunately, Joe unable to get that first lap led. It's 65 or more, almost getting in the back of him there. Going on further back. A little bit duking out. Going back here, you got 32 of Brady Price looking to the inside of Ibarra. And, oh, the 47! Oh, who is that? Because the 47 is leading the race. Gets into the back of Ibarra. I'm not quite sure who that was, though. He's not showing the right number. Because it's not Bosworth, because Bosworth's leading. Who is it? It's not Pointer. Pointer's involved in that wreck. Oh, it's a 45. Okay. 45, a newcomer to the league. Don't recognize the name. He just seems like he just sends it in the corner too hot. Looks like a bar might have got a little. No, the 47 sent it really hot. You see him get tightened up, already washing up to the top of the track. And get in the back of Ibarra, send him around. He gets put into the wall. Johnny Brugg barely getting through. Sean Pointer getting collected. I think he might have had some help from Nallback. Does he hit the barrels? Does he pull Matt Forens? No. Pointer actually getting through that relatively clean. Yeah, he got a little bit heat in the tires, but that could have been a lot worse for that 00 machine. See Nallback just ever so slightly getting the back of him there. Everyone else seems to make it through pretty good. And that's one of the crazy things about racing here in a NASCAR style league is when playoffs or not, you got to contend with these non-playoff drivers week in and week out, and they could be factors in your race. As I borrow, let's take a look at his truck. See what damage he is. I don't think he's too damaged. I actually honestly think the guy who got the worst of that was the 45 machine. A little bit of rear end damage on that 22. I mean, and we're racing at Bristol. You really don't need aero too much. I have seen cars with no front bumper and no hood win a race and finish in top 3. So I think Antoine, I think he got the worst of it. Well, they're going to line back up 2 by 2. Look for Joe to be really aggressive here on this restart. He got that point for getting the pole, but he wants that point for leading the lap as well. And he wants to try to get as many bonus points as he can, because the more bonus points he gets, that takes him away from William. Well, I'll check on Nathan. Nathan's multiple laps down. I don't think he wrecked there.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. Joe getting a really good jump. They're going to have that outside line, but both are going to charge it hard into the inside. Going to be able to clear the 18 of Roberts. Like Evan Ludy, he's coming to the outside line. All of the cautions. What's the over-under on cautions, Matt? I'm going to say 8. No. 120 laps. We've only got 1. I'm going to go 7. 7 over-under. Going back to racing though, Ludi and Joe have been side by side these last couple of laps. No one's been able to really prevail between those two. Trying to get a decent camera here. I think it's the best one we can get. Ludi finally able to clear Joe. Joe's going to slide in front of the 42 of Gordon. Not Gordon. Yeah, Gordon. I thought I heard some tire smoke. I did. The 45 having issues yet again. No caution though. .42 of Sam Gordon. He's starting to fall back a little bit here into the clutches of the 65 of Moore. Let's go check in on some other playoff drivers. We got a big group of them back here. We got 4 nose to tail. Dewsbury, Brugg, May, Pointer. You see Brady Price got a little bit loose there. Caused Dewsbury to check up, and here comes Brugg on the charge. Dewsbury looking to the inside of the 32 of Brady Price. Brady Price squeezing them down there. Brady not want to give up the position. Contact between Dewsbury and the 32. And Brady's going to lose it off the corner. Oh. Let's go back and check, see what happened to the 45 a couple laps ago. He's that red and black car you see on the top. See him getting a little loose on the corner. Oh, Johnny Brugg barely getting through that. Wow. And then what happened to Penley? I didn't think he was involved in that first wreck. He wasn't. Huh. Penley multiple laps down. I was actually right on board here with Brady. Through this wreck here. Yeah, Bobby, that was twice now your drivers have gotten a really lucky break in wrecks. I know Sean was involved in that first one, but he could have easily pulled a Matt Forens and slammed into that barrel. Man, it's not Bobby's fault you couldn't avoid a flipping car, alright? Bobby, you don't have to do that. He just needs to find some barrels and he can do it just fine by himself. Under our second caution of the night, 21 laps in. Oh, his computer crashed. That's what happened to Nathan. Can I get pumpkins in, Bobby? Dumpster yak with the biddies. Well, while we got some caution going on, let's go ahead and go over our schedule of events coming up this next week, leading up until next week's Truck Series. Kicking off our week after tonight, you got the Cup Series. They are going to end their round of 8 at Chicagoland tomorrow night. Matt Forens getting the win at North Wilkesboro. Finally, Mr. Super Speedway winning somewhere else other than the Super Speedway. But Matt Forens getting that win, making his trip to the Final Four for the first time. I want to say it's the first time in the Final Four. So tune in tomorrow night, Chicagoland, 150 laps of racing there. And ARCA will be here at Bristol Thursday night. Then Xfinity, they will have their championship race Monday night. No, correction, they are off this next week. Okay. So next week everybody is off. I did not know that. Interesting. Okay. When we come back and break, they'll have the championship race. It'll be championship week at Dover for Xfinity, and Cup, Trucks, and ARCA will be at Charlotte. I think. I don't know. Green. I look at the schedule. That threw me off, sending you guys off. Ludi getting a really good jump. I wonder if he jumped that, though. That might be getting reviewed there by the admins. I don't know if Ludi's got to really launch as he hits the wall for corner exit. Ludi trying to take the lead over, I should say, from both are fighting really hard on the inside line, but that outside line has been so strong here. And I'm also kind of surprised that seeing no one come down pit lane yet inside the top 10 for some tires. Ludi finally clearing them. Going back a little bit further, you got William Moore duking it out with the 38 of Michael Ball. I think all your playoff drivers except for Penley are in the top 10 right now. Let's see if SDK wants to work tonight. Let's go split. No, it does not. Ibarra is out of the race. Oh, no. Ibarra out of the race. This is Moore and Ball still going at it. This is your battle for 5th. I will say this, though. William Moore has been able to get that low line to work more than anybody else has. By now, a lot of guys have been passed on that outside line, and William Moore is still battling it out with that 38 machine, and I think he's slightly catching to that rear bumper, the 42 to Sam Gordon as well, and he is. Sam Gordon getting a little tight. They're rolling through 3 and 4. William Morgan looking to complete the pass here in 1 and 2. We got a yellow. Darren Cannon and Matt Webb involved. Ooh, someone got loose in front of him. Oh, Darren's got into the wall. Penley collected in that. Oh! Oh! Who was that just split the gap? I want to say it was an Exile machine. It was. It was a 77. No, it wasn't a 77. Who was it? The 78 of Melton to splits the gap. It was like Moses' partner Red Seas, and he went right through the middle. Alright, now we're under caution again. Let's go back and look at the schedule, because y'all had me thrown the heck off. Okay, so next week is an off week for Cup and Xfinity, and I think the reason they did that is to give drivers the whole week to prepare for Dover. Because Dover is a very difficult track to race. That's where the championship race will be at for our top 2 Premier Series. So, while they're off next week, ARCA will be at Bristol Thursday, and then next week, ARCA and Trucks will be racing at Homestead. Hey, Bobby, what you gotta do is you gotta start getting your spreadsheet of repair bills and start sending these drivers. And SDK crashed. Okay. While I get SDK up, let's go ahead and
trying melatonin and different sleep aids, and nothing has worked for me. Nothing.
This stuff works.
And it's called cutscene.
This stuff just feels like I naturally am falling asleep.
And it's made for us gamers.
Trust me, from a streamer and gamer like myself, I know how hard it is.
Cutscene helps the gears stop turning.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm drinking lemonade.
This actually also helps you put yourself into a routine.
This stuff has been such a game changer for me.
And then you just have a great night's sleep. And when I woke up the next day at 7 or whatever time it was, I just felt like I slept through the night.
This is not BS. This is legit clean stuff.
It's sugar-free, it's gluten-free, it's natural, it's vegan.
Love drinking it on my last game of the night.
Enough! Enough! It works! It works! It's good!
Oh, that's right. That is next week. Alright, we are back, and until I can get it fixed, Dewberry, since he didn't race last week when I was setting up the numbers, and I saved it, and I didn't save it this week like a bozo. His name is red, or his number is red, but he's still in the playoffs, so it shouldn't matter too much. He can just be special for a little bit.
Green.
Green flag flies yet again here at Bristol. 3 cautions already here, 37 laps into the race. Ludi, he has mastered his research. He got a really good jump there, too. That high line just, wow, both were just blew past him on that high line. Ludi sliding up in front of Joe. Joe looking to the inside. Battle for the lead going as we go further back while these guys duking it out. We got William Moore duking it out with Johnny Brugg. I think that outside line's not finally prevailing as William Moore's going to lose the spot to Brugg and Dewsbury. And here comes the 0-1 of Stewart. Moore's going to have to try to slide up in front of the 0-1. He can't quite do it. 0-1 getting into the wall there a little bit off the exit of 4. Looking a little bit further forward, the 38 of Michael Ball trying to get the low line. Excuse me, to get ahead of Gordon. Really surprised we have yet to see takers down pit lane for some tires. Excuse me, dang it. Let's go ahead and look at the fall off. Everyone's best time of 14.7. Put it in the 14.7, 14.8 range for most people. Oh, it's Brugg getting in the back of Gordon. Gordon was an insane save. Oh, he's still trying to collect it though. I've raced around Brugg a lot. I do not think he meant to do that at all. I think he got in there a lot deeper. He didn't realize Sam Gordon was going to check up that much. But Sam Gordon doing a really good job to keep that truck going straight. Ooh, more contact towards the back. Can't quite tell who that was in the wall. Checking on a 00 Sean Pointer. Oh, there's a hornet's nest back here. Holy cow. Yeah, that was an insane save. Sean, he had some left rear damage. Not sure where he might have got that from. Starting to see some trucks starting to get a little loose driving around this track. Meantime, Bozer, he has built up a 4/10 second lead over the 18 of Roberts. I'm kind of surprised Joe's still running that low line. He's running that low line. Bozer's running that high line, and he starts kind of diming the corner right as he's exiting the corner right there. You can't see him diming it down a little bit, and he goes down the straightaways. And Roberts, he's just kind of set in stone to running the high line, or low line, I should say. We're going to have a battle for third brew in here a little bit. Brugg has chased down the 0-3 of Evan Ludi. Will you guys stop? You're making me hungry. We're talking about dumplings. Let's actually go on board here with a lap for a lap. Go on board with the 38 of Michael Ball. Actually, let's take a break from this. Go to the front. Joe Robert, he has chased down Bosvert. He was to his inside. Who switched cameras to him. He got a little loose off the exit of 4. Last time by, lost some time to the 47 machine. That's a 65 working his way around William. Into the wall Dewsbury goes. Here comes May looking to the inside of Dewsbury as well. Moody starting to run that high line, low line. I mean, Johnny Brugg looking to the inside, trying to get a pass complete in the 0-3. Going to send it in deep, and he's going to make it work. Johnny Brugg into P3, and here comes William Moore trying to get around Evan Ludi. Some of these guys on the low lines, they're starting to pay off for him as they're starting to really work their way through traffic as Joe has caught the back bumper of William Bosworth. That low line starting to work.
The yellow flag
We got a yellow. I think it's the 26. Not sure what caused it though. Well, we're about to find out. Whoa. Trying to get on Brady Price. Brady bouncing off the wall. Everyone doing a really good job getting through that wreck, actually. Yeah, there's contact there between 26 and 32, ever so slight, and I think it got Brady tight. Put him into the wall. Brady bounces off. That's more prediction. I think they're going to collide anyways. Ibarra doing a really good job getting through. The 13 of Cannon doing a job getting through. Everyone's coming down pit lane. The pit stops are underway here. Whoa. No, go to the pace car. They got some guys choosing to stay out. Milton, Hinton staying out. Some non-playoff guys opting to stay out on track here. Might shake up the running order when we go back green flag racing here in a couple laps. Fourth caution of the race, by the way, not first. Alrighty. I guess the driver did opt to come down pit lane. Bows are going to lead the field to green yet again. Let's see if Joe can get something working on outside line. Whoa. Stop it.
Green.
Right, hopefully it stops doing that here in a second. There it goes. It cleared up. I was worried about my dang computer. Joe did not get a good restart. Johnny Brugg, though, got a great restart on the inside line. Move him into P2. I thought Johnny was going to look to the inside. He's choosing to stay to the outside. And if this stays green, I think Joe has a good shot to win it. Joe really struggled on the short run, but in the long run, it really paid off. He was able to chase down William. And I think that caution was what Joe did not want to see. Here comes Johnny Brugg looking to the inside of Bosworth. Oh, almost contact there between the two. We have not been able to see anyone really get that low line to work. It's contact. A little bit of door banging. There's Bristol, baby. Those are starting to pull away from the field. In the meantime, you got a hornet's nest behind Brugg, Roberts, Moore, Ludi, Stewart, and Ball. All under a blanket right there. And how about Stewart having a really good race here tonight? Usually we don't see him running this well in the race. And here he is trying to crack into the top 5, looking low in the 03 of Evan Ludi. Tony, you were not wrong, but Joe had one of the fastest trucks out there before that caution came out. He was really chasing down William, and I think it's because everyone kind of moved to the, not moved, everyone's kind of set on running that high line in front of him, and Joe, from the time they took the green flag, that last green flag run we had, he was just set on running the low line. And he's doing it yet again. As I say that, he moves up to the high line there. Surprising move by Joe. His truck's been so strong on that low line. I think we yellow flag out. Brandon Hilton involved. Toward the back of the pack. All right, Bobby. That was your racer. What do you got to say about that? I mean, also to be fair though, the 77 was probably anticipating, maybe the 25 was running a little low. I don't know. Fifth caution of the night. Gonna be a little under 40 laps of racing left, and we'll go green flag racing here. But is it the same first name? No, it's not. His first name's Robert. No. Robert Rafferty, if that's your real first name, that don't sound right. That does not sound right. No. You need to run an R&R scheme now. You know, when something's broken down, you need some R&R. That's what Bobby needs. He needs some R&R. Good. Should be interesting to see what Johnny can do here in this restart. We haven't seen too many people who really been able to fend off Bowser here in restart. Ludi was the only one that was able to really get a better launch. Other than that, Bowser has just been beating everyone on the green. Haze car lights should turn off. They have. One to go this time by. And how about this, bro? He's up 10 spots from where he started at, but unfortunately, he's not the biggest mover. The biggest mover is the 0-1 of Scott Stewart, up 14. Oh, that's right. He did do his first race back here. I mean, I remember when Johnny first did his first run here with us. He was in ARCA about a year and a half ago. And he just dominated that field. The green flag comes out. And Johnny gets a really good launch there on that high line. And Bobby, you said if he gets up front, he can set sail. And he's cleared the 47. That's going to be a tough task for Beaufort to get around him now. Remember, those two guys are only separated by 2 points. Now, I'm pretty sure Beaufort did get the most laps led. So that's going to go in his favor here. If he can stay in P2, I think there'll still be 2 points between the two after this race. If they finish where they're at now. But Beaufort's going to have a tough task holding everybody else off now. Joe, he restarted, I think, third, and he's fallen back quite a bit. William Moore looking to the inside of Beaufort, trying to get that pass complete. Wrong 5 car. There we go. Here comes Stewart as well. Stewart in that 0-1 machine. He found some speed here late in this race, up to 4th. Yeah, and that's the scary thing about Johnny, is Johnny's the type of guy to where he'll race like hell to get to the lead, but once he gets that lead, he will just literally set his pace and he'll maintain the distance. He knows, alright, I'm in the lead here at Bristol, there's really no point pushing it. So he's probably just going to try to maintain the 5-10 second lead he has, half-second lead, and just cruise the rest of this race if it stays green. Coming to 30 laps to go here in a couple laps. William Moore trying to get around Bowser. Can't quite get it done. Stewart starting to fall back a little bit. Hey Matt. What's up, man? Why are you guys copying Exile's paint schemes, huh? Huh? Why are you guys copying Exile's paint colors? I legit thought that was Exile for the longest time until I looked at the hood. Anyways, back up to the front. Oh, Moore still trying to get around Bowser. Can't quite get the pass complete. But Moore has the right idea.
The yellow flag is out.
The yellow flag's out. See, the one of Nallback stopped on track. It was Joseph Nallback, and Justin Miller's entered pit lane. So I have a gut feeling it involved those two. Oh, Webb getting loose. Oh, it was Webb getting loose that caused it. Oh! He's just right briefed him. Wow. This actually all started here with Webb getting loose. Got into 22 a little bit there, and 22 is still trying to collect a corner exit. Spins the one out, and the one just he's absolutely T-boned, destroyed by the 80 of Justin Miller. There is your thank God this is a simulator moment. As a matter of fact, that's kind of eerie. I had just seen a video of it. I can't remember who it was. Oh, I just watched a video of it. But they had like a Legends of NASCAR race here in 2010, I believe it was, and it looked almost identical to what you just saw. And the driver of the car that got T-boned ended up breaking a couple bones in his leg. I think he broke one of his hands, something like that. So, if you guys know who it was, let me know. I can't remember the names. I know one of them was a relative of actually a really famous driver. Oh, I can't remember who the heck that was now. But you know what I'm talking about, right, Bobby? They had like a little Legends of NASCAR race of a bunch of older guys from NASCAR doing, I think, like a 30 lap or 35 expedition race here at Bristol. He was driving a white car, got loose, and just got absolutely T-boned like what you just saw. I literally just watched a video on it, too. Well, there's your thank God this is a simulator moment of the race. I need to create a graphic for that or something like that. Like when it happens, I can pop it up on the screen. Lights on the pace car turn off. Want to go this time by. Brugly starting the inside. I think this is going to be the second time we're going to see Bozer on the outside. The last time Bozer was on the outside, Ludi got a really good jump. And I think, actually, no, I think, if I remember, I think Bozer actually ended up passing him later on. Green flag is out. Johnny Brugg. Bozer leading the green. Bozer getting a pretty good launch with Brugg there. Oh, contact between the two. Brugg was not letting them have it, fighting hard, and now Bozer in a spot to possibly lose second to the 65 or more.
Caution, yellow flag.
They got yellow. Looks like it was a 25. Having issues yet again. Oh. Oh, yeah. 26 getting in the back of him there. Sending him around. Let's get ping-ponged around between the 1 and who the heck's in front of the 1? And that sucks. That's Nallback. I think he was a lucky dog. He was, and he's gonna not be able to get his lucky dog. Oh, it's 77. That's who it was. Oh, we saw him bumping and banging doors on this last restart. I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be the same. Just send him the repair bill, Bobby. So this is our 7th caution right here. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. No more of that. What's that restart again? Alright, give me a second. Let's go far chase here. Oh, Bozart came down a little bit. They did a great job keeping it going. And how about the 65 of Moore? Working his way around the 0-1 on that restart. We got some time. Let's ride on board here with the 65. Oh, he's already in front of Stewart. Never mind. You're not wrong, Bobby. But coming, you got 20 laps to go. I think it was 21 to go when you took your green flag. It's hard to defend that low line. You cannot say you would not done the same thing. I mean, he gave him room. There was room there. Just probably not as much room as Bozart wanted. Like, lap 1, I don't agree with that. 20 to go, I kind of stand by what Johnny did there, knowing how dominant that top line had been on restarts today. Yeah, I keep forgetting Johnny drives for you. That's a shame. Bobby just needs all the fast people, I guess. Green flag is out, though. See what happens this time on this restart. Brugg might have learned from his mistake. Gave Bozart a little more room, but Brugg got a really good 1 and 2. Bozart now looking to the inside. Trying to highline Bozart on the low line for really the first time here tonight. Trying to take the lead over. Can't quite get it done. 14 to go this time by. Johnny Brugg leads the way. Once again, Stewart into P3, 17 spots gained for that 0-1 machine. Moore slide up in front of Dewsbury. Dewsbury making a good rebound. He had fallen outside the top 5, and here he is back yet again, battling it out for 4th. Here comes Joe back into the mix. Oh, Joe sending it in there. Oh, they make contact.
Yellow flag.
Joe sent that in there super deep. Got actually a little bit loose from it, and then you see the 46 involved. My stuff won't be stupid right now. Bingo, it will be addressed. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but okay. Yeah, if I'm Dewsbury, I'm not very happy about that move. Like, I get we're coming to the end of the race, but I mean that was a hole that was not there. Bing bong. Oh. Okay. What happened to Pointer? He must have been involved in that. Yeah, he was. I can't go back and watch it because my PC's being stupid. Alright. We're going to go back here and play Grayson. 6 to go. How aggressive these two up front get.
Green.
Green flags out. They're already almost banging doors. Oh, they're banging doors going into turn 1. Brogdon's so strong. Right in front of the 47 he goes. Both looking low now. Come to 5 to go this time by. Johnny Bruggs still leading the way. I don't think Bother can get that inside line to work. He's got to figure something out. He might have to use a bump and run here. 5 coming to 4 to go. In the meantime, a little further back, you got Ball and more going at it, more going around. Yellow flag to fly. We're going to have a green-white checkered attempt. Moore just came up a little too much, it looks. We'll slow it down a little bit. Yeah, Moore just came up too much. Thing got a little too tight. Ball doing a really good job keeping that truck going straight. And Moore, I mean, other than losing quite a few spots, does a good job mitigating the damage. And still got all the fenders and all the bumpers on that truck. So, gonna have the restart from the rear of the lead lap cars in 14th. More actually opting to come down pit lane might not be a bad idea. 9. This is our 9th one. We're at 3 before SDK crash. We're at 6 now. Hey Tony, if you're in here, how many weeks are we getting in between seasons here in a couple weeks? No, I'm not counting the duels. I'm just before our first points race next season. I don't think Tony's in here. Alrighty. Green white checkers, or like we like to call it, green white wreckers. Lights on the pace car will be off. Excuse me. One to go this time by. Alrighty, green flag's gonna fly. Who's gonna pull off with this win? Is it gonna be Brugg, Bozer, or they get collected in contact? Look almost happened there. Wow, how did Brugg hold on to that? Bozer all over that bumper of the 01 or the 15, I should say. Michael Ball in third now. Contact yet again between the two. Going into turn one, almost contact yet again. Brugg though can be able to get this win here. Michael Ball going to try to take away third from the 47 off of turn 4. Johnny Brugg will win at Bristol. They're wrecking behind him. Oh, some good hard racing there between the 47 and 15. Johnny Brugg will get the dub here tonight at Bristol. Wow, what a finish that was between the two. And your biggest move of the race, Kevin Stein finishing 7th of 17 spots from where he started. Alright, let's go ahead and pull down our third place finisher, Mr. Michael Ball. What is going on, man?
How's it going?
Hey, man, hell of a race here tonight. Kind of, unfortunately, went back to the Truck Series of old with 9 cautions here tonight, but able to get that third spot. I can't remember where you were sitting coming into the night. I don't remember you having a really good race last week at Indy, but getting a third place here tonight at Bristol, getting some nice points for the playoff run, going into our last 2 races of the season, Charlotte and Homestead. Dude, talk us through that race.
Yeah, man, this race, I really wasn't feeling confident going into it. Bristol's usually a good track for me. It's just everybody in this league is so close, so it's super hard, and if you make a mistake, it's going to cost you. And with like 20 laps to go, I pitted with Joe Robert, but we were so late coming to the pits, I got an unsafe pit entrance, so I had to go to the end. And luckily, on the restart, I was on the outside, and somehow they wrecked or something, and then I just squeezed by him, got back into the top 10. But yeah, I just want to apologize to William Moore. I did not mean to get into him on that one on the track, and that's just not how I race. I mean, people make mistakes, but I don't like to wreck people like that.
Yeah, I was watching a replay of it. It kind of actually seemed like William might have came up a little bit on you. I don't think you did anything wrong there, dude. But like I said, you get that third place finish. get some valuable points going into Homestead and then Charlotte. Not the chance for shout outs.
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody who puts this league on. I'd like to thank SRR Racing and Joe Ibarra for putting me on the team, and just everybody who makes everything possible.
All right, man. Once again, congrats on that third place finish, and looking forward to see what you guys can do next week at Homestead.
Thank you. You too.
All right, next let's pull down our second place finisher, Mr. William Bozer. Man, out there, I think you led the most laps, so I'm pretty sure you're going to keep that 2-point lead ahead of Johnny going into next week. But man, what a tough race that was at the end. A little bit of contact. Man, talk us through the final 2 laps, really.
I lost the lead because I missed a shift on like four restarts from the end, and then he kept clearing me going into one. He didn't give me a lot of room, but I guess it was his only shot because the outside is so good. I tried to just like when I was ahead, just save my tires and like keep them less than a second behind me so I don't use up my stuff. But yeah, it's okay. I'm just mad that I don't have the bigger points lead.
Yeah, it's gonna make these next 2 weeks interesting. I mean, you and Johnny, after tonight, I think you guys should have at least a 10-point lead on everybody else. So I think it's pending detrimental results by one of you guys at these next 2 races. It's gonna be probably a really good show at Charlotte. I mean, I know we still got Homestead to go, but going into Charlotte, if you guys keep this points battle up, man, it's gonna be a really interesting race between you two.
It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to the next 2 races, to be honest.
So, if you had to pick one that you are more than likely not as good at, which one would it be?
I don't know. Like, I really like Miami, but I don't feel I'm really good at it. And Charlotte, I don't know. Let's say Charlotte is like the most stressful because I don't have that much practice, and it's also the last one, so pressure's on.
All right, man. Well, congrats on that second place finish. I know you said you weren't going to be able to be here tonight, but I think you found someone that let you borrow their rig. You come out here tonight, get that second place, keep that points lead you have over the 15 going into next week. So another chance for shout outs.
Yeah, I want to thank my friend Charlot Bessette who came to pick me up from the place I was working outside town, and he let me borrow his rig so I could keep up with the championship. And I want to thank SRR Racing and my team, Archer Brothers Esports.
Now, real quick, does he have the same wheel and pedals as you do, or did you have to adjust to what he has before this race?
To be honest, I didn't have to adjust that much because I have an old G25, and he has I don't know, like he has a 29, so his is a lot newer. Mine is pretty old. His doesn't make as much noise as mine does. And his brake pedal is softer because I put a harder spring there, so I had to get used to that. But there's not a lot of braking at Bristol. I just lifted, so it's good. It did the job. I'm happy about the result.
All right, man. Congrats on the second place finish.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Have a good one.
You too. All right, next let's bring down your race winner night. Johnny, man, I don't think I broadcasted for you multiple races between you and Ben and everybody else in that other league, and now here. I don't think I've seen you race so hard for a win, dude.
Hey, man, it's playoff racing, and I told William that, like obviously we're racing for the playoffs. He won. We both went 1-2 last week, and he got the better of it and won last race, so I knew if I want to keep even or close to even with him in the playoffs, like I had to finish out in front of him tonight. But yeah, some of the contact between me and him was like on my end. I'm watching it back was netcode pulling us together. I was obviously trying to pinch him high as I could there without making contact with him to try and keep him in the high lane, so that I could shoot down to the bottom lane and get my truck ahead of him before I came back up. Because, I mean, obviously with the way we do our restarts here on green, the outside lane at Bristol has a huge advantage. So I had to, do everything I can to try and keep that lead for I don't know how many restarts we had there at the end. Felt like 100.
Too many.
But yeah. But I was glad because on that last one we made contact and we easily could have wrecked each other. And William and everybody else around us did a good job not running us over. And I'm glad we didn't ruin each other's races.
Yeah, man. There was contact. I can't remember who it was. There was contact between you and somebody else early in the race. I don't think it brought out a caution.
It might have been Sam Gordon. I know I bumped him on accident, like early on in the race, as I was moving up through the field. I think he might have used up his tires a little bit, and I was driving in a lot deeper at that point. And I just kind of gave him a little pop on accident, and I laid off the gas as soon as he got loose and skirted around him. But I did feel bad about that. So Sam, if you're listening, I'm sorry about that, buddy. But I know he was letting off pretty. He was dropping back, and I didn't know how fast he was slowing up in the corners.
Yeah, and I didn't know you were gonna come out here tonight. I know you were practicing for Road to Pro coming up, and so I thought you're still in there practicing. I didn't see your name, and then I saw you qualify. I'm like, oh wait, Johnny is here actually. So first and foremost, good luck in Road to Pro. I know I'll be there with you guys, crew chief and y'all. So we'll have fun doing that. I think next Thursday is when it starts.
Yes, sir. Daytona, and yeah, we were in there working on our setup tonight, and it was feeling good. We made some good progress. So yeah, once you get your hands on it, I'm sure you'll be excited to see what we were doing with it. I know we had a couple pros in there with us in the practice too. Like Zach Novak was in there. It was pretty cool. But we ended right before the session. I was gonna hop over anyways. But yeah, I made it right in time. I didn't even have a lap of practice, but so definitely happy that I could manage to scrape out a win here.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you're putting all your chips in a basket here, trying to get a championship in this series. Because unfortunately, once it starts next Thursday, you're not gonna be able to get the ARCA championship at all.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate news. Is I will have to miss. I believe it's the Homestead ARCA race. But since Road to Pro races every other week, I will make it to the ARCA finale. So I mean, I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it's definitely close to impossible since I'll have to miss one race.
I mean, yeah, good luck because Adam Pettit, he's on fire.
Yeah.
So
those guys, we know those guys are gonna finish up front, and I have to show up every week. I'd have to beat them every week, honestly. So the fact that I'm not showing up that week is definitely unfortunate, but last minute opportunity came up and had to take it.
Oh no, I'm right there with you. But you get the win here tonight. I'm pretty sure with William leading the most laps, I don't think you gain any ground on him. I don't know how they do placement points here. I think it's 40 and then 39. I might be wrong. But
I believe that's how it is. I think I got the fastest lap, so that might I don't remember if that's an extra point.
Oh, we can actually look at that real quick. I'll tell you exactly right now who got the fastest lap. Give me a second. So we'll tell you right now.
Might have. I know I heard it a couple times that I got it, but
live fastest lap. Oh, best time. It was you by a good bit. 14.53. Next closest was Stewart at 14.68. So actually, you'll gain a point on Bosworth because he did lead the most laps. I guarantee he led the most laps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was up front. It seemed I was picking up through the field.
Well, man, going into I asked William this. I'll ask you the same thing. You got Charlotte and Homestead. Well, Homestead and then Charlotte. If there's one track you're kind of worried about more than the other, what would it be?
Oh, neither. I don't want to sound too.
You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
Oh, if I had to pick one, probably Charlotte in the trucks, just because it's the trucks, because it kind of races a little bit like a super speedway at the start of a run, typically. So everybody's gonna be on top of each other, and mistakes can happen. But Homestead, I feel like we might get spread out a little more. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, I'm looking forward to both of those races. I love both those tracks. Obviously, any given moment you can get taken out in this series because you don't have a faster pair to lean on. But yeah, just looking forward to some good races there.
Yeah, the point standings here. Top three in standings finished 1, 2, 3. I want to say going into Homestead, or going into Charlotte, I would not be surprised if it's a 1 or 2 point battle between you and Bosvert. And it's just going to be who beats who. So, kind of
It's definitely shaping out to be a hell of a battle, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
it is.
And you never know, dude. We both could get taken out next race, and somebody else comes in and wins the race, and then they're in the lead. So you just got to bring your A game every week, and cross your fingers that you don't get taken out in someone else's mess or your own.
All right, man. Once again, congrats on that hard-fought win. Like I said, probably the hardest-fought win I've ever seen you have. And I've seen you have a couple, even back in your old days here, before we switched our league name, when you were dominating the ARCA series. I've never seen you battle that hard for a win, so it was pretty cool seeing you get that win out here tonight. And good luck going into next week. And I will see you next Thursday for sure in the Daytona race for Road to Pro.
Yeah, sounds good, man. I'm glad I was able to put on a show for you guys, and yeah, I'm glad William battled hard to make it interesting. And I just want to shout out my team real quick. Exiled Esports, great group of guys. Shout out the league sponsors, Cutscene and Ancient World Gaming, and want to thank you for doing the broadcast. Yeah, and all the admins putting on the events every week.
All right, man. Once again, congrats.
Thanks.
All right, there's your race winner, Mr. Johnny Brugg, and that's your point standings coming into the night. If you let me see if I can't move it for you guys real quick. Move it over a little bit. There we go. You guys kind of want to line it up, see who finished where. Something to note is playoff driver did not get the most position gains. That was a non-playoff driver. That was the 26th of Stein. Brugg did get the fastest lap and a lap lead. The only 3 playoff guys to lead last year tonight were Joe, Bosvert, and Brugg. So kind of add those points in if you will. Going into next week, I'm pretty sure Johnny and William, it'll be a 1 point gap between those two. Michael Ball, I think, is going to lose a couple points to him. So it should be probably 9 points to Michael from Bosvert. And Ibarra, he didn't even finish in the top 20. By Bar having a really bad race here tonight. Justin May getting 10th. So it's really going to spread out the field outside of Michael Ball going into next week. But we'll see you all then. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. Chicagoland Racing Cup Series. Final shot for 7 guys to get into the Championship 4. Matt Forrest has already locked his way in. We'll hope to catch you all then. You'll have a safe night. And yeah, I'll be broadcasting for Valentine's Day, so I'll say happy Valentine's Day to y'all, but I'll say that next week. We'll catch y'all later.
Trying melatonin and different sleep aids, and nothing has worked for me. Nothing.
This stuff works.
And it's called Cutscene.
This stuff just feels like I naturally am falling asleep.
And it's made for us gamers.
Trust me, from a streamer and gamer like myself, I know how hard it is.
Cutscene helps the gears stop turning.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm drinking lemonade.
This actually also helps you put yourself into a routine.
This stuff has been such a game changer for me.
And then you just have a great night's sleep. And when I woke up the next day at 7 or whatever time it was, I just felt like I slept through the night.
This is not BS. This is legit clean stuff.
It's sugar-free. It's gluten-free. It's natural. It's vegan.
Love drinking it on my last game of the night.
Enough! Enough! It works! It works! It's good!